Hi everybody, welcome to my code branch channel. Today I'm going to create three basic RESTful APIs in Laravel 7 using get and post method. We are going to create three basic APIs. One is to create book information with book name, author and description, and the second one is to list all the books, and third one is to fetch specific book information using the book ID. So these are the endpoints. So this second URL to fetch all the book informations from database. The last one is to fetch a specific book information using book ID. So the first step we have to do is to create a table called books. So I need to create a migration file. So PHP artisan make migration, create books table. It's actually created a migration file under migration directory here. So this is our migration file. Here we need to specify the column names of the table. So book name, author and description are the column names we need to create. So book name, which is a worker, so I'm setting as a string. Second one is the author name, so it's setting as author. The last one is the description, so I'm setting as a text. Actually need to set as a text. So book name, author, description are set in migration file. So when we run them, so right now we have tables called books in our table. So we need to create the books table using the migration. So I am going to run the migration. This is a command for running the migration. PHP artisan migrate. This will create a new table called books. So actually it's created. We need to check the database that if it is created or not. Okay, so I'm refreshing the page and checking that books table is created. Yeah, with a book name, author and description. So migration successfully done. So now we need to create a model because we are using eloquent VM. So we need to create a corresponding model class for the table books. So I'm creating a new model called book. PHP artisan make model book. So it successfully created a new model under app directory book.php. So we need to specify the table name, which we are referring. So books is a table. So protected table is equal to books. So we created a model class book, and we set the table name. Now we need to create a controller, corresponding controller. So we am creating a controller called book controller. So it's created a new controller under HTTP directory. Here our controller book controller. In API.php we need to specify, we need to write the routes for the API. So I'm writing books controller. Actually I'm creating a new API for posting for the book form data, and this is our URL with form data, book name, author, and description. This is our endpoint. Okay. So say book is the function we are calling. So we need to create the function say book. We need to pass the request class here. We need to set because we need to get the form data from the post method. Make sure you are imported the corresponding model class in your controller. So I am importing the book model. So I'm creating a object for a book class. We will get all the post data in request variable. So we need to set that request book name, and book author is equal to dollar request book, sorry, author. Copying this author, copying and pasting, and setting as a description, and the request parameter also it's a description. Okay. Actually this book name actually refers to the table name, sorry, table column name, book name, and the author actually refers to the table column name author, and the description also refers to the corresponding column name and description. Now we need to save the data in the table. So we need to call the save method. Actually yeah, we're done. So in controller create save. Actually it's it will save the data in the table. So make sure you imported the response class. We use the response class to return back the response in JSON. I'm using this class. You can use response class if you want to. I'm returning back response as a new created object book with status code 201. This is our data which we return back with newly created data. We can check using Postman. So our URL is api/book with post method. The data we are using post method and form data with book name, and just pasting some name reporter. So actually have some data with me, so I am just copying pasting in the data. Okay, Game of Thrones. And the other, actually I'm setting as other. I'm just using test. So description as fantasy novel. So why this error comes? So get method is not actually, we are not used to post method. Still there comes. So there is something controller. There is something issue. Okay. Actually, I didn't save the api.php. I think so. That's why the error comes. So we are using the post method, and the URL is this. Yeah, we actually created a new entry with ID1 and book name Game of Thrones and other test. We successfully created a new data in our table. So this is our end URL, endpoint, and it's actually calling the save book function in book controller. Actually, this is our save book function which does all the job. It's actually creating a new entry with the 201 status. Okay, now going to the second API, which lists all the books which we saved in the table. Right now we have only one record in our DB. Okay, so we are going to create API api.php. Okay, actually we are using the get method, so not post method. Copying this on. Using the get method. Books, and the function is list a book. List books. So we are creating a new function called list books in book controller. Actually, we are fetching all the uh, data from the table. Actually, all the books information from the table. So we need to call the function all, which is an elegant function. So these are uh, how we fetch all the data from the database using the eloquent, using the all function. So that's it. Actually, we need to copy this and need to copy this one and paste here. And this status is 200, I think. Yeah, okay. So let's check this. Okay, just with this test with this URL. We are using the get method API/books, sending the data. So actually there is some actually there is some issue I need to check. I think there must be some issue in our function. So I just assigning the data into another variable, but this is not the issue. Let me check. I'm just assigning the data in another variable. Let's check it. Still showing the error. So I think the URL actually there is issue in the URL. There is a typo in the URL. I used to wrong URL. I used the wrong URL. That's why the error shows. So this is the right URL, I think. So yeah, that's it. So we have the correct URL and we fetch the data. I'm deleting all request and this is URL. Actually, right now there is only one record in the DB, so it's listing here with the ID 1 and book name Game of Thrones. Now we are going to the last API, which actually will return the specific book information using the ID. So going to api.php, again copying the code and changing something. Book/ID actually is passing an ID to get the book data, a specific book data using the ID. So the function is I'm writing as get book. This is our function get book. I'm writing that function into our controller, book controller. So public function get book with an ID, parameters ID. I'm using a find method for getting corresponding data using the ID to getting to get the corresponding data from table using the ID. We can use a find method, find, then passing that ID. So we are using find method to get the data and returning back that book information. So your lace AP slash book using the get method, book slash our ID. So again some error, and no, just check it. So where is the error? So I didn't save the API.php and okay, now it's gonna work. Yeah, it's working. Actually getting that corresponding data using that ID which returns a single entry. So I'm creating a new data. It's a new book information using some data from here. I'm going to add some more data in our table. So I'm using the post method. I'm creating a new method, a new data. So I'm changing it to the new book name, and the author's name is this. So yeah, I created a new entry with ID 2. Now I am fetching all the data using get method. So slash box. So we get all the data with ID 1 and 2. We get all data from the table, all book information. We'll add more data, I think. In this tutorial, actually, I am not using any API validation and any API authentication. So you must be add proper validation and authentication for the API. Right now the APIs are open. So I am creating a new entry. Fantasy, sorry, fantasy, no, fantasy novel. Why this error? So actually, okay, it's not. Need to add the ID. Yeah, it's created a new entry. The way of kings. Now it will list all the data books. Yeah, list all the data. I hope you so that's it. I hope and I hope you enjoy the video. So please subscribe the channel for more videos. Probably in the next video I am going to tutorial for Lumen framework. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.